learned something curious about your husband, haven't you, Lizzie?
If you haven't got problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one.
Breaking now, a building collapse in South Philadelphia, and NBC 10 crews there working to find out how many families are pushed out.
Also, I'm tracking the chilly morning rush ahead and how low temperatures will dip outside your door. Watch NBC 10 News next.
This is NBC 10 News.
We're following a developing story in South Philadelphia. That's where homes are in danger of collapsing after crews demolished the house next door. Good evening, I'm Jacqueline London.
And I'm Jim Rosenfield. We're learning that people in at least 2 homes next to the demolished row home have been evacuated now. NBC 10's Denise Nakano sorting out the details for us. Denise, what are you finding out tonight?
Jim and Jacqueline, contractors were working on the foundation of a home on 18th and Carpenter in South Philadelphia when it was discovered that the houses beside it were beginning to crumble. Support beams, as you can see, are holding up the side of one house, and yellow caution tape warns people to keep away. A house being demolished at 1825 Carpenter Street in South Philadelphia sits at the center of a pair of damaged homes on the verge of collapse. A woman who didn't want her face shown lives in one of the damaged homes.
I went inside the house and there's cracks all on the walls, both on the side that's falling down and the opposite side of the house.
On one side, cracks in the wall are undermining this home's foundation. You can see the wall being supported by beams. To the left of the construction site is a house with fractured walls, according to a sign posted by Licenses and Inspections. L&I deemed both homes unsafe.
In the second floor back, it was a crack. Third floor back, it was a crack, so they told her, for the safety of them, they can't stay here.
Now, we made calls to L&I and have yet to hear back as to who may be responsible for the damage and how it may have happened. Families were told to grab a few items to get them through the night, and right now the American Red Cross is helping out those families find a place to stay tonight. Reporting live from South Philadelphia, I'm Denise Nakano, NBC 10 News.
Tonight, tensions in Coatesville are boiling over. NBC 10 obtained copies of the racist messages between school leaders sent just before they both resigned. And now we've discovered messages showing the men also talked about tens of thousands of dollars in district finances off the record. NBC 10's George Spencer has been working this story since last night. And George, all this comes less than 24 hours before an important school board meeting there.
That's right, Jim. That is the meeting at which the school board will decide to either accept these administrators' resignations or to fire them outright. In the meantime, we spent tonight reviewing 110 pages of text messages, and beyond the racism, we also found money discussions that are typically reserved for only on-the-record public meetings. On this second evening of fall, students' sports practices went on as planned on Coatesville's main campus.
Now is the time. Stand up.
But across this town, protesters and parents are stunned by shockingly racist texts sent between Superintendent Richard Como and Athletic Director Jim Donato.
The mood is pretty tense.
School board candidate Stuart Dietz was one of the first to see these messages through a whistleblower who thought the district wasn't taking them seriously. They range in topic from sports to television shows, but also include off-the-record discussions of district money. Donato, quote, gonna give them until August 1st to raise coin, still want the district to give at least $40K on top. It all comes as the Chester District Attorney acknowledges a broader investigation is underway here.
We have been and are involved in an investigation of the school district personnel.
The racist texts discovered accidentally on a broken phone during that bigger investigation have garnered the most attention. From Donato, quote, all should have whatever first name they want, and the last name is N-word. Como responds, great idea, Joe N-word, Bill N-word, Snake N-word, got a nice ring to it. Despite all that, critics say the school board did not respond forcefully.
I believe they could have acted more quickly. I believe they could have opened an investigation immediately.
The district's lawyer disputes that entirely, saying he was already reviewing this matter at the time that the district attorney took the case over. The district attorney will not describe in any form the broader investigation going on here. As for that meeting of the school board, it begins at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Reporting live tonight in Coatesville, George Spencer, NBC 10 News.
And you can read more on this story by going to NBC10.com. There you'll find a timeline leading up to where things stand right now and what's next. You can also read a longer transcript of the text messages in question. Tonight's going to be the coldest night of the week, but these roller hockey players don't seem to care. They're burning up Burke Park in South Philadelphia. Let's get the latest on what you'll wake up to from NBC 10 First Alert meteorologist Sheena Parveen.
And Sheena, we're talking downright cold. Some areas going down into the 30s tonight.
Yes, as you wake up tomorrow morning, some of us will be in the 30s. It's mostly going to be near the Poconos, and that is also where we do expect some patchy frost when you wake up. Right now, north and west, we already have spots in the 40s. It's 47 in Pottstown, 48 in Reading, 44 Mount Pocono, 55 in Philadelphia, 50 in Millville, 53 degrees in Dover. But as you wake up tomorrow morning, temperatures again will be very cold for many of us, especially farther north and west. Temperatures there will be in about the 30s as we go into tomorrow morning. And those are the areas mostly near the Poconos that will be seeing temperatures cold enough to support some frost. So there you see 38 Mount Pocono, 41 for the low in Allentown, Quakertown, even Reading. Around the Trenton area about the mid 40s. Same thing for Norristown. Also Doylestown, 46 for the morning low in Mount Holly, closer to the shore, mid 50s, 44 for Vineland, 48 degrees for the morning low in Dover, and around Philadelphia and the surrounding suburbs like Voorhees, also Westchester and Wilmington. Temperatures should be right in about the mid to upper 40s, and it will still be cool as we go through the afternoon. So coming up, we'll take a look at that forecast and how the rest of the week will play out. That's straight ahead.
Investigators in Delaware are looking into a trench collapse that killed a contractor working at the site. The man was inspecting the construction site near Garden Gate and Spring Arbor Drive.
NASCAR is back on track in Delaware.
It is certainly bringing in the crowds, but is it bringing in the big bucks? We'll look at the driving force behind it all.
Also a hiring boom by the world's largest retailer, and it comes just before the holiday season.
And what your work desk says about you. This is actually the desk of one of our NBC 10 co-workers. Find out what all this clutter really means and who it belongs to. We're outing you.
I see BYU and I see makeup. I don't know who that could possibly be. But we also have some really cold temperatures in the forecast as you wake up tomorrow morning. I'll show you who will be the coldest and who can expect a little frost. That's coming up.
Watching NBC 10 News.
The NBC 10 First Alert weather team. When you're planning for tomorrow, so are we. We're tracking what's going on hour by hour in your neighborhood.
You'll always know what to expect when you walk out your door.
Our job is to keep you prepared.
Every day, when conditions are great or taking a turn for the worse.
You'll always be one step ahead of it. On air, online, on your mobile device.
The First Alert weather team on NBC 10. We keep you prepared. That's our promise.
NBC 10 has uncovered that tax delinquents are racking up quite a bill in the city of Philadelphia. It's money that city schools desperately need.
We are beyond crisis. We're at the point where some schools just can't do any of what they used to do well.
We did the research and found city schools could have up to $200 million in extra cash if delinquent taxpayers did their part and paid the city. So how do city leaders plan to force people to pay up? NBC 10's George Spencer gets answers to those questions from city leaders. Plus, he found out who was on the list as the biggest tax delinquents in Philadelphia. Watch his report tomorrow starting at 4 p.m.
The winner of last week's $400 million Powerball jackpot has claimed his prize, but the South Carolina man wants to remain anonymous. And while we may not know his name, we're learning a little bit more about the story behind the winning ticket. The man says he stopped at a gas station with his wife to fill up. His wife told him to go inside to get some hot dog buns. The store didn't have any, but the man saw the Powerball sign, so he bought a ticket. Guess it all worked out pretty well.
It worked out very well, didn't it? So, question for you, is your desk at work clean or messy?
Well, if you're one of those people that has to have everything right in its place, you might want to mess things up a little bit. A cluttered desk might just spark more creativity.
Wow.
Researchers have looked into this at the University of Minnesota, and they had a group of college students sit at either a messy or a tidy desk. And when they were asked to develop new uses for a ping pong ball, those at the messy desk had better, more creative ideas. Researchers say the clutter may encourage originality. Okay, so we'd like to give you a look at our desks here at NBC 10. This is mine. It's pretty neat, but give me some time. Okay, we're moving over to Jacqueline's desk right next to me. There is definitely not a lot of clutter there, but we can't say the same about our buddy Vi. Take a look for yourself. Hard to believe that he could find anything.
Oh, those are my keys.
There they are, Vi.
And a cookie.
And a hat. And your sunglasses. And all kinds of stuff you didn't even know you had there.
Yeah, and they say your desk in the sports office is even worse.
I'm very, very creative. You know, I had my wife try to fix my desk at home, and interns try to win brownie points by cleaning it up here. I get upset because I know exactly.
You don't know where anything is at that point.
No, but
if
I know
it all gets put away, right?
I know exactly where everything is. I know if it's under a desk, if it's under a magazine, under a cookie. I know exactly where everything is.
If it makes you feel better, Albert Einstein and Steve Jobs both have very messy desks, so creative geniuses, I guess.
You're a genius, Vi. There's just no doubt about it.
Thank you very much.
All right, we have to ask Sheena, how does your desk look?
You know what? My little bit of a desk that I do have, you probably can't find it. I think everyone's desk back in the Weather Center is messy, and there's food everywhere too. I probably shouldn't say that. There are not bugs, though, I promise. We do have a very cool night in store for you, though, especially as you wake up tomorrow morning. That's when temperatures will be the coldest. So a chilly start to tomorrow morning. Areas north and west, closer to the Poconos, we'll be seeing a little patchy frost. The dry air, though, that stays in the forecast as we go into the next several days, and temperatures will be seasonable as we go through the rest of this week in the mid-70s. For tomorrow, though, we'll still be a little on the cool side through the afternoon. North and west right now, Allentown is at 51 degrees, Mount Pocono 44, so this is pretty much the area that can expect a little patchy frost tomorrow morning. 47 right now, Pottstown, 48 in Reading, and these areas and parts of the Lehigh Valley expect the low 40s as we go into tomorrow morning. Philadelphia mid-50s now, Glassboro seeing 52 degrees, 53 in Dover, and these areas will be in the upper 40s tomorrow morning. It's all because of this big ridge of high pressure. This is keeping us dry. It's ushering in the air from the north, and this air toward north is on the colder side. There you see 40s and 50s, and this air will continue to move in as we go into tomorrow morning, so that will be giving us colder temperatures. For tonight, clear and cold. There you see a morning low around 48 degrees in Philadelphia. Tomorrow, 41 north and west. In the Poconos, will be in about the upper 30s. That's where we'll see a little bit of patchy frost. Through the afternoon, temperatures anywhere from 69 to 73 degrees. A sunny and cooler afternoon for you. North and west tomorrow will be right around 70 degrees for Allentown, Quakertown, even Reading, Trenton, Mountain Hawley, Doylestown coming in around 70 degrees, low 70s farther inland in New Jersey like Vineland. Also for Dover, closer to the shore, near 70 degrees, and around Philadelphia, temperatures holding in about the low 70s for tomorrow afternoon. So the sunshine stays in the forecast. So does the dry air. It stays around for the next several days. Temperatures by the middle to end of the week in the mid 70s, and even all the way through the weekend, it actually looks pretty good. Temperatures will still be at about the mid 70s. This is average for this time of the year, and the sunshine will be sticking in the forecast too. Today is the full first day of fall. Fall started yesterday, but today is the first full day, and tonight will certainly reflect that. So it is going to be chilly as you wake up tomorrow morning. If you needed a jacket this morning, you are definitely going to need one tomorrow morning.
Keep it handy all week, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much in the morning. You definitely want the jacket.
Okay.
Good to know. Thanks, Sheena.
All right, Mr. Creativity, what do you have for us?
Here it is, end of an era, possibly. Have we seen the last of Roy Halladay in a Phillies uniform? The former ace suffered.
And as you wake up tomorrow morning, here's a look at the low temperatures. We'll be waking up to the upper 30s in Mount Pocono. Best chance of frost there. Around 40 degrees for parts of the Lehigh Valley. Mid-40s around Trenton, Doylestown, Norristown, also Mount Hawley. Closer to the shore in the 50s, but farther inland we could be in the mid-40s in Vineland and around Philadelphia and the surrounding suburbs. Mid to upper 40s. It's going to be a really chilly start tomorrow morning, but by the afternoon, take a look at that. Sunny skies. Temperatures anywhere from the upper 60s to the mid to low 70s. A really pleasant afternoon for us.
Nice first week, or start of the first week of fall.
I think so, and the rest of the week is going to be really just as nice.
Awesome.
Yes.
I'm afraid we gave Vi a complex. Are you going to stay here till 2 in the morning cleaning your desk?
No, I'm very creative. No, I'm going to think of some
He's
other
gonna
things.
mess it up some more.
I'm going to mess up your desk, in fact.
He's owning that title.
Exactly.
As I said, give me some time, because I am the new guy.
Accumulate some things.
I don't have a lot there yet, but it'll happen.
Oh, we'll put
We'll have
stuff
company.
there.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
We'll help you out. That's NBC 10 News at 11. I'm Jacqueline London.
I'm Jim Rosenfield. For Sheena, Vi, and all of us here, thanks for watching. Have a great night.
This is clean.
Yes, very clean.
What does
Got a
that
little
mean?
clutter here.